Yeah, so hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. So it is just an informal meeting that we have kept because many students are facing issues in mains preparation. They are not feeling confident. They are nervous. And there are other issues as well. So we'll talk about all of them. Bataiye, what are the issues that all of you are facing? How many of you have given mains before? How many of you? All of you have cleared prelims, right? All of you who are here, you must have cleared prelims, I think. All right. Last year you gave, but failed in mains, but not clear mains. ओके स्कोर बहुत कम आছিলে আপনার स्कोर कहाँ पे कम था इन विच सब्जेक्ट भास्कर भास्कर ज्योति কোনটো सब्जेक्ट था আপনার 510 তো ঠিক আছে কোনটো জিএস অফ কম आছিলে পার্টিকুলারলি GS3. How much did you score? 87. Okay. All right. And in essay paper? 137. All right. ठीक है. So anyone can unmute themselves and can share their issues, whatever they're facing. We'll try to find a solution. Okay. It is more about you than about me presenting anything. So you can start. How to cover current affairs for upcoming APSC mains. Current affairs, which one? For GS5 or for other subjects? GS5 का current affairs overall. Overall, you can follow any magazine, or are you reading the newspapers regularly? Are you reading GS5? Are you reading any newspaper? Are you a regular reader? Yes. Which one? Suman bola. Which newspaper? Indian Express. Assam Tribune. You can open up your mic now. You can unmute yourself. That will make it quicker. लिखने में आपका टाइम जा रहा है, पढ़ने में मेरा टाइम जा रहा है. Only Indian Express. So what will you do for GS5? है ना? Your GS5 current affairs is very deep, that means. And as you must have seen last year also, even in GS 1, 2, 3 papers, there were more questions from GS5 from Assam part. Then there were questions from GS 1, 2, 3, as it should be. And GS5 was about Assam only. So I think out of 20 questions in GS1, how many were about Assam? I think 6, 7 to easily were about Assam only. Again, so if you are missing out on Assam Tribune, if you are missing out on Assam part, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, Indian Express is okay. That will cover a lot of issues. But the issues that you find in Indian Express or the things that you are trying to gather from Indian Express, that will only be helpful in I think GS2 or GS3. थोड़ा सा GS2 में helpful होगा, थोड़ा GS3 में होगा. And that too, even if you are not reading the newspaper, the major issues get covered in magazines or in test papers, the questions. So Indian Express you stop. I suggest you to stop Indian Express at this point in time and switch to Assam Tribune. Okay. Just strictly follow the 30 questions from Assam. Yes, in each GS paper, yes. So that is what, no? 6 to 7 questions per paper in total कितना होगा 18 questions in 3 GS paper and then another 20 questions in GS5 itself. So that makes a lot of questions. There are some part. So what you should do is you should follow this one, Assam Tribune paper. Any compilation for Assam current affairs. There is one friend of mine is preparing Assam specific current affairs. Okay, she is already in service and she is preparing video series for this Assam part. All the current affairs that would be required for the last 6 to 8 months. So once it is ready, I'll let you know in the group. I will let you know. She's currently preparing it. So एक बार ready हो जाएगा तो आप लोग जनाएं ग्रुप पे. ठीक है सर. I don't know. It is still under production, and what she will keep, I'll have to ask her. So I'll let you know once it is ready, and then all of you can check. ठीक है. Quality एकदम perfect होगा. Only that is the thing that I can ensure. Yeah, of course, it will be minimal only. She also has to put in a lot of time, effort, and energy. So proportion, keeping in proportion to that, as low as we can, we will keep it low. Okay. और बताओ किसी को पूछना है तो please unmute yourself. Okay. This was not meant to be when will it get launched? अच्छा कब आएगा? 19 ना? By 24. By 24, videos will start coming in. ठीक है. So I'll let you know in 2 to 3 days. All right. Next. So I'm outside. Okay, no problem. I can understand. बाकी लोग बताइए क्या issues चल रहे हैं? Is your preparation on track? Seats are less. ACS, APSC even lesser. So how are you coping up with everything? Some of you might be in job. बताइए, share your things. Can you please give some full length test? Full length test is होगा. एक बार means का वो आने दीजिए आप. Date आने दीजिए. उसके पहले हम लोग full length test भी रखेंगे. And that will be live. No, not in offline mode. Offline mode is not possible. But we will keep it in offline and that will be in live mode. मतलब you will have to keep your camera on and I'll be sitting there and all of you will be sitting there and you have to write in front of me. Okay, so for 3 hours you will be under, I'll be able to see you writing the papers. So that way discipline भी रहेगा and अभी नहीं पता यार प्राइस वाइस अभी कहाँ पता है. पहले डेट तो आने दो. Let us first APSC means कब होता है. They have said it will be in July. Then there was some newspaper cutting where it was written last week of July. So we are still not sure कब होगा. Let the dates come out first. After that will be. I am expecting the date in last week only because it was written in the newspaper last week of July. So around that time only. ठीक है. So full length test तभी देने का फायदा है when you have enough content, when you have read a lot of things, and then you only want to check your quality. कितना marks मुझे मिल रहा out of 10 and how I can make incremental this improvements. ठीक है. Full length test is अभी क्या करोगे full length test? अभी तो content भी नहीं है लोगों के पास. है ना? Now focus on content, focus on gathering content, focus on improving your handwriting. Work on those minor things. Full length test बाद में. That is why we have kept that daily question वाला thing in the Super 100 one. धीरे-धीरे we will step it up. अभी 3 pages दे रहे हैं वहाँ पे. बाद में 4 pages देंगे. जैसे ethics में मैंने अभी 6 pages ही दिया था. So students filled up 6 pages for case studies. So that is how we'll step up. We want to see how things are improving. Time वाला भी करेंगे. Students will have to write the time that they are taking to write each question. All of that will happen gradually. बताइए. Is covering current affairs from last year August? No. Yes. Yes. How to get good marks in essay? Yeah, essay में थोड़ा issue है सबका. Last year also many candidates could not clear because essay. They had great score in GS papers, but essay paper went for them. So essay के लिए I'll have to plan something. I was thinking of something to bring a series on YouTube for free. But I'll have to see how much time I get, because the SM is a problem. So I was thinking of starting a free series on YouTube. If time permits, I'll start with within this week only, this upcoming week. Okay. Master to about something. Please give some suggestions regarding preparation for core economy part of GS3. We can see there are few questions from that part in 3 and same with mains also. So how much time should we invest in that part? उसमें ज़्यादा time मत invest. Core से तो कहाँ पूछते हैं? They hardly ask any questions, 1 or 2 questions from core. And for that, if you have to read an entire book of 500, 600 pages, that is not worth it. इससे अच्छा focus on the current affairs, and related to the current affairs, you backtrack. You go one step back and you find out the static part related to that current wala part. Okay? So that will be better. Read the model answers. If you have joined any test series, read those model answers. I think that will be enough for the whole part. It will be 600 pages per day. Then, so what kind of essay topics can we prepare from current affairs? Like last year we had essay topic on ChatGPT. See, try and understand this thing. Even if you get a topic like ChatGPT to write an essay on, do not attempt such technical topics in essays, especially in exams like UPSC and APSC. There will be people of about 50, 55, 60 years of age who will be checking your papers. Okay, all of you are tech savvy, much tech savvy as compared to those people. So the terms and all that you will be writing, they may have read about it. I'm not telling that they are not well read. They may have read about it, but they might not be able to relate to the kind of expertise that you have, because these things come naturally to you, but not to them. ऐसा topics तो आपको लेना ही नहीं है ChatGPT का. If you take such a topic, you score low, then it is your fault, not their fault. So try to take a generic topic, like topic on economy, topic on water, topic on women, all these topics you try to take. Take a topic on philosophical quote wala. That is also better than writing on such technical topics. And filling up 12 pages of ChatGPT and point to point, not doing any sort of, not just blabbering. So that is very tough. And if you do that very technically, they will get bored, because there is very less scope of making it interesting in a lucid way. Okay. So other than that, other topics आपका prepare हो रहा है GS 1, 2, 3 में. Use those topics to your leverage to write a good essay. And other than that, you should definitely practice philosophical essays. How to write, what to write, what not to write, how to present, and how to raise the curiosity, how to keep the person hooked to your essay. है ना? Once a person starts writing, he does not get bored. There is a flow in your essay, so that the person reads your essay till the last. You know, when you आपको essay में कम marks कब मिलता है? You get low marks in essay when a person starts reading your essay, and after 2 or 3 paragraphs or 1 or 2 pages, he gets bored, because there is no flow in the essay. The starting is very poor. There is no coherence in the essay. So you get bored after 1 or 2 pages. You make our effort. After examiner, you have to clear. You have to see how you have to clear. It is not his duty to make you clear the exam. So if he gets bored within 1 or 2 pages, you will naturally get 50 to 60 marks, even lesser. So you have to make it interesting. You have to keep it very simple, easy language. ज़्यादा technical terms use करोगे, English का भारी words use करोगे, so that is going to ruin your essay. And this is the reason why many people got low marks. अब देखना, जिनका भी इंग्लिश अच्छा है, who are from convent schools and who have stayed outside of India or outside of Assam and read in well schools, high-end schools, they got less marks in essay because they used very fancy words, which was difficult for the examiner to even understand. So keep your essay very simple, very lucid. No need to make it fancy and elite, sophisticated नहीं दिखाना. Keep it very simple. Okay, I think that is going to fetch you good marks in APSC. Okay, but I'm thinking to start this one series on YouTube. Let's see how much time I get. और क्या है क्वेश्चन? Can you please give some suggestions from parent-based essays for upcoming APSC mains? हाँ करेंगे ना, ऐसे तो मैंने बताया. We'll do something for this. We can see in the UPSC toppers copies that the right answer in point format, hub answers, school diagram, flowchart, etc. Last week I wrote that. Do the evaluators here give less marks to those answers written in that format? See, ये बहुत लोग क्या करते हैं? They have made up their mind. मेरे को flowchart बनाना है. तो क्वेश्चन में flowchart नहीं भी फिट हो रहा है तो वो flowchart बनाएगा. There are copies even in this free answer writing group, the mentorship group वाले में. I've seen copies. They include flowcharts even though it is not relevant. They are including flowcharts in GS2 paper. Constitution का question दिया वहाँ भी वो flowchart बना रहे. So if you do these kind of things, you will definitely get low marks. Flowchart कब use होता है? Hub and spoke वो सब कब use होता है? When you have a lot of info and you want to concise, you want to condense that info in a smaller area. तो वो क्या कर रहा है? Student वो flowchart बना दे रहा है वहाँ पे. Hub and spoke बना दे रहा है. और उसका आंसर जो है 2 पेज का आंसर 1.5 पेज में खत्म हो गया, लास्ट का हाफ पेज खाली. If you do this, you will get less marks. We use hub and spoke when we have a lot of info. We have to accommodate that. वो क्या कर रहा है? लास्ट में आधा पेज खाली छोड़ दिया, या hub and spoke बना दिया. When you represent in hub and spoke format, there is very little scope to explain because you are just putting the main points. Explain भी नहीं किया, जगह भी छोड़ दिया. So all of that is going to, of course, fetch you less marks. So you have to understand the demand of the question. इसके हिसाब से होगा. There are questions where paragraphs is the way out. There are questions where you have to use a flowchart. So that comes with practice. ठीक है? Do we need to fill the 4 pages of it? No, not required to fill the 4 pages. There are people in top 10 who have filled top 10, मतलब ACS rank top 10 or APS top 10 who have filled up all the 4 pages, got selected. There are people in top 10 who have filled up 3 pages, left the 4th page entirely empty. They have stuck off the 4th page and they are still in service with top ranks. So there is no such thing. You just have to write good content. But of course you have to fill up 3 pages. Anything less than 3 pages is not acceptable. But the 4th page is not mandatory. ठीक है? I did that just to make clear and distinct my points instead of writing in para. Okay, we'll have to see कौन से question किया है, कौन से क्वेश्चन में किया है, how did it pan out. So you have to see it on a question by question basis. ठीक है भास्कर? I cannot comment without seeing. और पूछिए. और बताइए.
Sir, am I audible?
Please ask. Yes, sir. There are any issues that you are facing.
Sir, am I audible?
Are you speaking anything? Timon, are you speaking? Yes. Please say.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Tridev this side, sir. এটা প্ৰব্লেম আছিলে স্যাৰ আনসাৰ লিখোতে আপোনাৰ মোৰ স্টার্ট কৰিবলৈ বহুত টাইম লাগি যায় আপোনাৰ আপুনি দিয়া যিকেইটা আছে তাৰ পিছত মই ধৰক কেতিয়াবা ঘৰটো কৰি থাকো দুই এটা তো যেতিয়া মই স্টার্ট কৰিম স্টার্ট কৰোতে মোৰ টাইম লাগে মানে মই ধৰিবই নোৱাৰো কেনেকৈ স্টার্ট কৰোঁ ঠিক আছে তাৰ পিছত যায় এনেকৈ খতম কৰোতে আধা ঘণ্টামান লাগি যায় এটা simple answer এটাতে তো হেতু কেনেকৈ সলভ কৰিব পাৰি
Have you written any answers in this group? Have you written any answers until now in the mentorship group?
Yes, I have shared. Tridev is the name.
Okay, Tridev. Are you also part of this 4 group? I think I've seen your names. Okay, so you are facing problem in starting the answers, na?
हाँ starting the answers.
आपको कितना टाइम लग रहा है 10 मार्क लिखने में? Including the time that you are taking in starting the answer.
25 minutes to 30 minutes.
Bapre, that is a lot of time. Have you given mains previously?
No.
All right. So what I can suggest to you is आप discussion sessions में आओ, ठीक है? We have a discussion session today, right? कितने बजे से आज? कितने बजे से
था ना?
कितने बजे से?
1:30 से था.
नहीं इसमें नहीं, कोर ग्रुप में कितने बजे से?
अच्छा.
Are you part of the core group?
Yeah, I am part of the core group. I haven't checked it yet.
अच्छा, okay. I think we have a session from 8 p.m. You are in the
8 p.m. onwards. Okay.
Yeah. So you come in the core group at 8 p.m. and we will make you think answers. That is what we do. हम लोग identify करते हैं कि who is not performing as per the standard of other students. So we make them speak. So we will make you speak also. Okay, and I'll give you questions on the spot. So we will see how you are performing. That will help you. This exercise will help. ठीक है, समझे? Yeah. Next बताइए. Next query.
Sir, সার্ভিসটোৰ বিষয়ে জনাব অকমান. সার্ভিসটো কেনেকুৱা হয়?
Service मतलब?
ACS বা APS বা যিকেইটা আছে অকমান কৈ দিব সেইবিলাকৰ ওপৰত.
अभी प्रेफरेंस अभी डालना है क्या आप लोग को या बाद में डालना है?
সেইটো গম নাপাওঁ sir, চোৱা নাই মই, ফৰ্মখন ফিল আপ কৰা নাই.
Okay. ठीक है, we'll talk about it in the core group. I'll give you a detailed overview. ठीक है? Right now we are here for mains cutout. बताइए, बाकी लोग बताइए क्या डाउट है आपका मेंस का, क्या इश्यूज आ रहा है? Will it be okay if you prepare current affairs from yes? That is a lot. If you can do for 1 year, then it's very good. Even 8-9 months is good enough. If you are doing for 8-9 months, that is also good enough. For GS5, जैसा मैंने बताया आपको, current affairs will be covered for 8 months. ठीक है, 8 months prior to the exam. मतलब from November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, and July. Mid, if the exam is in July last week. So till that it will be covered. So similarly, you can also cover for the rest of the parts. Okay. और बताओ किसको पूछना है तो. The session is for you. Clear your doubts.
Sir.
Sir.
শুনি পাইছে না? স্যার মেইনছৰ এনসাৰ ৰাইটিং কৰোতে ফেক্ট ডাটা এইবোৰ দিয়াটো একেবাৰে মানে জৰুৰী হয় নেকি?
फेक डेटा
মানে মই কিয় সুধিছো? হয় স্যার।
আচ্ছা, আগে বলো क्या बोल रहे थे?
মানে মই সোধাৰ কাৰণটো হ'ল মই যোৱা দুবাৰো দিছো মেইনছ আৰু দুবাৰে ক্লিয়াৰ কৰিছো, প্লাছ ইণ্টাৰভিউ দিছো দুবাৰে, বাট মোৰ এনসাৰবোৰত মই তেনেকে একেবাৰে ফেক্সুৱেলি ডাটা ভৰোৱা নাছিলো, যাৰ ফলত মানে এনেকুৱা হৈছিল নেকি চাগে মোৰ মানে জিএছত মাৰ্কটো এভাৰেজ আহিছে মানে। ইণ্টাৰভিউটো ঠিক ঠাক মাৰ্কে পাই আছো, বাট জিএছৰ মাৰ্কটো মই যদি এছেখন যদি বাদ দিওঁ দেন মোৰ 90 মানে ইমান থাকি যায় জিএছৰ মাৰ্কটো, এভাৰেজ মাৰ্ক। চ' সেইটো কাৰণে মই জানিব বিচাৰিছো যে ফেক্ট ডাটাটো খুব প্ৰয়োজনীয় নেকি, বিকজ মোৰ মানে মনত নাথাকে ফেক্ট ডাটা এইবোৰ খুব বেছিকে আৰু।
Facts or data to apne দিব লাগে, especially in GS2 you have to mention the article numbers, then the cases, the various cases that are related to a particular question. Say there is a question on due process of law, you have to mention the Maneka Gandhi case. Okay. If there is a question about judicial activism, then you have to mention how judicial activism is good and bad, and you have to give examples. Jaiसे government, जैसे judiciary made it mandatory to play national anthem. So that is too much of judicial activism. Okay? But whereas the rolling out of Vichaka guidelines, that was a step in the good direction. So that is how you have to include facts. Without facts and without data, the answer becomes very general. You will get very low marks, average marks. Okay, so you have to mention these things. And especially this, in the conclusion also you have to mention SDGs, various conventions, various schemes of the government. All of that you have to keep in your mind. Itu to apuna rakhibo lage. Apuni sage core group ot ase no, second month you have joined, I think.
হয় স্যার আসুন core group ত।
So you attend the discussions. So you will see how we do everything, how we are doing. So that will make you realize you have to frame the answers. Okay. It is said that writing intro with definitions is very common. You should write intro mentioning this. Yes, of course. देखो, definitions से तो सब लोग लिखेंगे. This become very common. But you cannot avoid definitions altogether. You write one line ka definition and one line of this fact or any kind of statistics or any kind of data. Okay. For a 10 marker. If it's a 15 marker, then one line of definition and two lines of line of a sentence, two sentences of this one. Facts or data. That you have to do. Because अगर जैसी definition लिखोगे तो फिर सभी लिखेंगे. So why should you get selected? No, out of thousands. You have to make your answers different. You have to win the race. ठीक है. और बताइए. If anyone wants to ask anything. Please ask. Pratim, how is your preparation going? Who else is there? No, Pratim, how is it going? Good. Oh, very good. Soulful mashup. How is your preparation going? I faced problems in giving real life examples in GS4. You have to give real life examples. You have to keep examples ready from your own life, from your surroundings. That makes the answer more real and more relatable.
Sir, এইটো যেটো ৰিয়েল লাইফ এক্সাম্পল GS4 কথা কৈছে, cited examples বুলি দিলে not necessarily real life হৈ হ'ব লাগে.
No. जब real life example होगा, they will mention it in the question. Explain with real life.
In general, আমি মহৎ লোকৰ হেৰিবিলাক ষ্টৰিবিলাক দিব পাৰো আৰু এক্সাম্পল.
Yes. In general, you don't need to use your real life examples unless the real life example is very appealing or very compelling. Okay, because real life examples won't be as good as an example from the life of Mahatma Gandhi or B.R. Ambedkar or Bhupen Hazarika. It won't be as good. And आपका life or मेरा life is not as interesting as their lives. Unless
আৰু ইয়াতে আপোনাৰ অসমৰ মানুহবিলাকৰ দিলে বেছি ভাল হ'ব আৰু
definitely
compared to Indian life stories.
Yes, definitely. I shared one file now in the core group you must have seen of important personalities. So you go through all those personalities. You mentioned that किसने किस पे काम किया. I think there are about more than 50 personalities. So use those names in GS4 in essay. That will shoot up your marks.
Okay.
और बताओ कुछ लोग पूछना है तो. Don't keep any doubts. That file to this common group also. So we'll see.
Sir, আৰু GS3 খন কাফি ৰেন্ডম যেন ফিল হয়। তো সেইখনক অকণ প্ৰিপেয়াৰটো কেনেকৈ কৰিম, মানে যেনে ধৰক আপোনাৰ অসমৰ পেপাৰখন যোৱা বছৰ পেপাৰখনত চালে এটা চিটা বুলি কেনে কুৱেশ্যন এটা আহিছিলে, যিটোৰ ইনফৰমেশ্যন পোৱা বহুত কম চ'ৰ্চ আছে মানে। তো তেনেকুৱা ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি আনচাৰবিলাক মানে কেনেকৈ লিখিলে ভাল হয়? এনেতো কিবা নহয় কিবাটো লিখি আহিবই লাগিব।
I think Sita was in news last year, and even last year, just इस बार वाला core group है. We had a similar program last year. In last year, we had covered that question in that program. So it was not surprising. It was in news. It is a state version of Niti Aayog. है ना? वो तो news में था यार.
Okay, but then in general, sir, যেনে ধৰক যোৱা বছৰ ভুৱন বুলি কেনে আহিছিলে স্পেচ টেকনলজি,
that also we had covered. That was also in news.
আচ্ছা,
so you follow the discussions. You are in the core group now, you don't need to worry. You follow the discussions nicely, you write all the questions, and other than that also you keep reading Assam Tribune. That is enough for you to clear. उससे ज़्यादा नहीं चाहिए. लोग उतना भी नहीं कर रहे ना. That is the issue. People are not even ready to put that much of effort. That is the issue. Okay. Yeah, anyone? पूछो. Please ask. Bhuvan was in news. I thought it was from exactly geography. I did not answer that question.
Sir? Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, while writing answers, I forget the contents and hence end up writing very generalized answers.
Okay.
So how to deal with that? And also I'm taking much time while writing the 15-marker questions. So,
okay, you are in the core group also, I think. Abhi core
yes,
group,
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
In one or core group two?
Two.
Two, na?
Yes.
So you have not attended any discussion till now.
No, sir.
So you come to the discussion tonight, you will see. You will see an improvement.
Okay, sir.
If you ask the people from the core group 1 who have been with us for the first month, they've improved a lot. You will also improve if you attend the discussions regularly.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Because here I make all of you speak. You will have to speak out the answers, and I'll see if your answers are okay, if you are quoting the right points. So उसमें क्या होता है? Live answer checking हो गया आपका. Whatever you are presenting, instantly I'll let you know whether it's correct or not, whether you can keep it in the answers. So that becomes part of the active memory. Because अभी क्या हो रहा है? अभी whole day you are studying, वही books पढ़ते it becomes monotonous. If we can have a 2 to 3 hour of discussion, a purely academic discussion on the questions, on the probable questions that will be asked in the examination, there's nothing better than that will give you fruits. So that is the entire concept behind the discussions, and that will surely give you improvements. और कुछ? पूरा दिन कितना पढ़ोगे बताओ? बुक्स पढ़ते gets monotonous. Friends के साथ discuss करोगे तो फिर you will get distracted because you will start discussing about other things. In this discussion, there's no scope for any other discussion. It's purely academic 2 to 3 hours of brainstorming. So don't miss the discussion. और बताओ. पूछना कुछ? Follow then okay. Then we'll wrap it up. I don't. All the doubts are cleared, I think. So I have not cleared some topics from current affairs and yet to revise some from static portion. should I attempt test series? FLT अभी मत दो, don't go for full length tests right now. जो टॉपिक पढ़ा है उस पर क्वेश्चन दो, या फिर फॉलो हम लोग का टेक्निक. You are given a question and then you read about it, so that topics get covered and then you write about it. उस तरह का you can do something. But full length test तो I think it will only reduce your confidence and demotivate. Because I won't suggest full length test series without completing the portions. Okay. So how to approach the questions on which we have less content or no knowledge? See, there are two things. एक तो हो गया कि क्वेश्चन ही बहुत रैंडम है. It was not in news, nobody has seen it. It's a very random question, nobody has heard about it. So in that case, what can do? There is no scope for guessing. So उस केस में आप क्या करो? Suppose I tell you कि I give you a 15-marker question and I tell you to write about say Hadza tribe. Okay, Hadza is a tribe in Africa. So I give you a 15-marker question and tell you to write about the economy and food habits of Hadza tribe. कितने लोग लिख पाएंगे? Very few, because it is a completely unknown, unseen, and unrelated question. It was not in news in any way. There is nothing that you will be able to write about. So that is not your fault, and most of you will perform in the same way in those questions. But if there is a question like Bhuvan, if there is a question like Sita, or if there are similar questions, big fat weddings, so if you are not able to write those questions, then it is your fault, because those were in the news somewhere or the other. It also got covered in our current affairs. So if you are not in our test series, so if you are not able to write those questions, then it shows that you were lacking. Okay? So that is where the competition gets ahead of you. समझ रहे हो? Hadza tribe वाला question you won't. There is no competition, because hardly कोई लिखेगा, किसी एक को पता होगा. So that also does not ensure he will get it. He might falter in other questions. But in these questions, one type of question, big fat weddings wala question, Sita questions, these are the questions which will pull you back in the race. This is the concept. So you have to read as much as possible, stay connected with the current affairs, and जो भी question मिले, जो भी fact मिले, keep reading, keep attempting. That is the only way to improve. Okay, so I think that is all. And keep reading, keep working hard. We'll upload this in the group also and also on YouTube. For those who have missed the session, they may be able to find something relatable from it. So thank you everyone. Go for lunch. I'll also go for lunch.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.